Welcome to this edition of Hindsight is Horrifying, the show where three mostly normal and somewhat cynical adults discuss life as members of the TV generation. Now here are your hosts, Darth Jada, Jason Mitchell, and Adam B.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, hang on, these people are too loud.
I'm removing my headphones. I can't handle it anymore.
All of you, please.
Check.
Welcome to another edition of our Christmas fantabulous. God, I hate Christmas. You do it.
Welcome back, Hindsighters. We appreciate you joining us. We've got another special Christmas episode for you specifically. And Darth Jader got to pick it, so it's a lot more normal this week. It's not the Krampus. So there's that.
Awesome.
So the movie that we're doing
movie
this week, and I had a very special surprise guest who I'll introduce in just a moment, but we are discussing Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
One of the most beloved Christmas movies of all time.
Elf starring Bob Newhart.
Starring Bob Newhart, directed by Jon Favreau.
Yes.
The man who saved us from 2020 thanks to The Mandalorian. So Jon Favreau.
He did some good work.
We owe so much to you and all your efforts this year. Thank you, sir. I just got Disney Plus for Christmas. I know you're listening, John. So thank you. I appreciate it. But anyway, we have a special surprise guest back in the studio.
We do. We
do. You might know who he is if you listen to our episodes. That's not very likely. But his name is Young Adam.
Welcome.
Good to be back. Good to be
Welcome back
back
to the studio.
I'm glad to make it just in time for the Christmas season episodes. So.
Well, we appreciate you being here.
It's the happiest fucking time of the year.
So, you clearly had an awesome Christmas, Jason. Tell us all about it.
I don't want to get into it. For everyone who has to spend their time with extended family for 3 days in the same house.
I thought it was the whole week. You were only there for 3 days?
It seemed like a week.
With travel time, it was a little bit more than that.
See,
but yeah,
I had an actual death in my family due to COVID, and I still think I had a better Christmas than you did.
I think you did.
Somehow.
That would have improved mine.
I mean, I wound up with a Dodge Challenger. So yeah, that's the silver lining of my Christmas.
Thank you for talking over that rather crass comment that I just made.
This way, Elaine won't beat you too badly when you go home.
She agrees with me.
Well, now she's going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jason. Be a better spouse.
Well, we just lost Elaine's parents as listeners.
Oh, no.
Due to COVID.
Yeah. You're right, actually. Yes.
A little pandemic humor.
I hope this desk is actually made of wood. I'm allowed to make fun of it because it actually happened to me and my family. You're not allowed to do it. It's not fair. Anyway.
Presents!
So, yes.
Do we do it now?
Presents!
Do we do it now?
We can't. Darby, you're not included. I'm so terribly sorry.
I'm just going to sit in the corner and watch.
So, Hindsighters.
He's our present.
Hindsighters, your favorite podcasters are about to have their own Christmas because as grown-ups, we don't get to enjoy the holiday.
No, we do not.
At all.
I do.
How fun for you, young Adam.
That's because he's still young.
You still got a little time left.
He can still enjoy
We'll all change in 2 years.
So I guess since Mr. Brown has his present in front of him, from Jason and me,
I'm so
let's see what we got him, Hindsight.
I know it'll probably be my best gift
I thought we were
ever.
supposed to leave the room before we opened it, though.
Because you know me better than anyone.
I didn't get him the panties that we discussed. So I mean, he's already wearing a dress. Panties would just...
Yes.
Yes, show the eyes.
Oh, yeah. Do a little twirl.
I sit next to him every
I'm
week,
a pretty
guys.
girl.
Bravely.
I'm a pretty girl.
It's a kilt.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the manliest explanation I could possibly think for it. Yes.
Hey,
Right.
just remember, it's not gay if somebody's wearing a dress.
All right.
Now,
This
how
is-
do I open it? Do I slide it out from the side, or do I have to cut it right here? And
You can slide it out from
I think
this
you
side.
can just pull it out.
and then I can push it
it
back
out.
in again.
God
If
damn
you
it,
want
Jason.
to.
Whip it
it's
the
coming.
fuck out.
Out. Ready?
You're ruining the present.
Look at his face.
I was waiting for this reaction.
My two favorite people in the world. Well, 1.5 favorites. My favorite is Don Johnson.
Yes.
And I have an official signed copy from Miami Vice, and that would be, I think, 1984, the first season.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
That was when they were approaching the apex of their fame.
Because for
Yes.
those of you who don't know, Mr. Brown is so very much in love with Don Johnson that it's
Can you
been
blame him?
noted. It's been noted.
Good looking man.
So
Mid 80s Don Johnson. Let's be specific. Okay?
He's still good looking.
Current
you know
Don
what?
Johnson's a
I
little
actually-
grizzly, and
I
he
think
smells like
he aged pretty
lanolin.
damn well.
Yeah, Knives Out.
did.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a really good looking
Yeah.
I
guy.
would say so. And there's a letter of authentication in there.
My God.
Wait, they
So
had
you know
Miami
he
Vice
actually
before the
signed
Colin
it
Farrell movie?
just for you.
Get out. Get out.
Get out of here, young Adam.
you, Darth and
Okay.
Jason.
Merry Christmas. All right, now it's Jason's
Very
turn.
cool.
I'll have to get my microphone out of the way.
I wrapped these so very carefully.
Do you have any idea what this is?
A gun?
He has no idea. No
It's a
idea
long
whatsoever.
rifle.
It's
Both of you were. I
it's
made
not.
sure that
It's
it was
not ticking. So
That's good.
all right.
as far as you can hear, old man.
That's actually very true.
Do you happen to have a cutting device? I know you have
I-
every weapon known to man in your bag.
I probably do. Hang on.
Wherever my keys are, there's a knife.
I don't know where my keys are.
We should have planned this out a little bit better.
Yeah, well, Christmas.
Why start now?
That's right.
Good point.
Actually, I've almost got it.
I think he's getting it. He's manhandling it open. Oh my God, this is going to be so awesome.
There you go, you son of a bitch.
It's a shillelagh.
It's a red.
Chalet.
It's a shillelagh.
You guys did this on purpose.
We did.
Oh, it's to build tension.
What I think it is.
Just rip it.
The hell is this?
You'll
large
see
and
in
rubber.
a moment. So entertaining. I know, listeners. I'm so sorry.
It's a Red Ryder BB gun.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I'm baffled.
He's
still-
working on it. It's okay. The tension is mounting.
It's long, hard, and
It's not the only thing that's
Tubular.
I'm getting
mounting.
away from you now.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, Mary. Oh, God.
There's more tape. All right, I'm getting a knife.
Yeah, do whatever you need
I
to
have
do.
keys
I
if
can
you
find
want.
mine.
you
I was
got
about to say,
a
what are you pulling out of your pocket over there, Mr. Brown?
It's a roll of silver dollars.
You mean his dress? What is he pulling out of his dress?
Hey, dresses can have pockets.
I mean, they can.
Women love it when that happens.
Oh, yeah. I
we
know.
love having storage so that our boyfriends don't have to carry cargo pants.
I know from
or
experience.
wear
Cargo
cargo
pants.
pants in order to store our objects.
Or
for us.
satchels.
Wait, whoa.
Oh, wow. Oh,
No friggin' way.
That's rad.
Yes, sir.
That's so fucking rad.
What?
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
knew you were gonna need a walking stick one day.
There's a mosquito in there and everything.
Oh my god.
That's
I
the
gotta
best.
I don't know if you can see that, ladies and gentlemen. No, you have the other camera. You gotta.
hang on. I'm trying to get the focus. Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Ready? Oh, look at that!
Oh,
There's
rad.
a mosquito.
So
It's-
for those of you who aren't aware, like young Adam might not know, but this is from a movie called Jurassic Park.
Where did you find? I don't even know where you would go to get something like
we
this.
made it ourselves.
We have
Oh,
our
did
ways. We have our ways, Jason.
Made with love.
I'm imagining, Two Stooges in a workshop.
Yes.
Hey,
This
Take it easy over there.
This is fantastic,
No, that
guys.
is.
That's so
You will
cool.
enjoy
This is
that.
the coolest thing I've ever received.
you're officially old
just-
man Jason. You
I
have
know,
a walking cane.
Now you gotta grow the beard out a little longer.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
happening in a white suit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
a
hat.
Panama
Yeah.
hat.
Oh, yeah.
By the end of this tour, I hope to be inside of all of you. Thank you, Rick and Morty. But yeah, so Merry Christmas, my
Thank
nerdy
you,
boys.
thank you so much. Now,
And now the final gift.
Did you
Where's-
guys hear that
where's
when
the
he
one
was
for the
opening?
lady?
When he was opening the gift, did you hear?
And then T-Rex just comes
would you do
by.
me a favor?
Absolutely.
And would you grab the large blue bag over there and hand it to our esteemed colleague?
The only girl on the show. Yeah.
And don't sit down just yet.
Okay, madam. Here you
And
go.
then you
Thank you,
pick
sir.
up that little blue bag.
You get the little one.
Oh, I already
That
got
one's
my
for
gift.
Too bad.
Okay.
He didn't discuss this with me, so.
This was.
So I guess it's based on how many decades you've been around over
it's
30.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I will age before beauty.
Now, let me just point out though that unlike some people, I rapped. Look at the job.
That is great.
Those staples are from my personal collection.
Yeah, I'll open mine first because
Go for it. Rip it open.
You won't survive yours when you get it.
Age before beauty, Mr. Brown. What did you get?
Okay, now
Oh my.
Floppy drive.
it is.
Now let's see if the folks at home.
Hold on.
Let's see how long this takes.
Oh, of course. That is David Carradine.
Carradine.
Oh, wow.
Signature. David Carradine.
Were you high on fumes again when you bought this one?
I couldn't pass that up.
Along with a little lemon below it.
And there's
That's so
some
cool.
like red stuff on it. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
But that came from
You
This
guys,
is
they
awesome.
adore each
This
other.
is so awesome.
I could not pass that up.
Aw. David Carradine. Oh, wow. This is great.
Of
This
Death
is
Race
awesome.
2000 fame?
Yes.
Yes.
And of
Now-
how he died.
Kung
fame.
Fu.
Or fame.
Now, Darth.
Darth,
Yes,
it's
my
your turn. It's
My
your turn.
Oh, goodness.
I've got chills just thinking about it.
Oh,
They're multiplying.
Oh no!
Staples.
Oh no! The staples are stronger than bags.
Thank you. It's
It's a picture of Mickey Mantle.
it's Tom Jane.
Yes, it is.
I was
Yes, it
wondering.
is.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna cry.
You would be
So
you would be surprised how hard it is to find Tom Jane autographs.
I believe it.
It's
Thank
honestly,
you.
in fact, I actually.
Oh my God, hindsighters, look, it's Tom Jane.
I believe
That's
that was
awesome.
41 asterisk, that movie. Asterisk.
My favorite
60
Punisher.
61
61.
asterisk.
The
61.
only Punisher. Oh my
Actually,
God.
41 was the shirt number of...
And, Tom, in case this isn't clear, I've said it on multiple occasions. I will date an older man. Call me.
He hears. We know he
He's a
listens.
listener.
I don't. Anne Heche isn't a real person. Just call me. Like it's okay. Oh my God, this
Isn't
is
that awesome?
magnificent.
That's awesome.
The
Thank you.
certificates of authenticity, and that is, of course, from us.
I
Yes,
figured.
yes.
From the two of us.
Thank
But
you
when I
both
saw
very
that,
much.
though, I was just not walking away.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
not,
David
I'm not
Carradine,
walking
that's-
away from a David Carradine autograph.
I'm going to assume you guys collect autographs.
I know I
We
picked the
do.
movie,
That's
but
awesome.
I'm just gonna snuggle
They
with
do
Tom
now.
Jane in the corner for the rest of the night. That's what I'm gonna do. So enjoy your not Christmas over there in the corner, young Adam.
I'm just sipping my champagne.
But so, gentlemen, are either of you even concerned with why young Adam is here this evening? Because he was my surprise special guest.
The gift to
Which
you
has
guys
never
is my
happened before.
presence.
Yes.
So
Aw, you're
His-
gifting us with presents.
I was just about to go there, but
that's
you
good.
beat me to it. But so.
Well, every day is a gift when you're in your 20s.
See, now
I'm going to whack so many orphans over the head with
you're
this
going to
thing.
tell so many children to get off your damn lawn with that cane. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I want to see video of that. That's what I want. So, oh
But
my
they'll be
God.
the ones taking it.
This is
or their
true.
moms.
Well, then I'll see it on the news.
Yeah,
so
it'll be
that's
on
okay.
YouTube.
Anyway, so there's a movie tonight that we are actually discussing, and that's why we're exchanging Christmas gifts right before New Year's Eve.
a movie
So-
from my generation. Yay!
That's
So,
right.
young Adam, what are we discussing again?
Elf.
Yes.
Starring Will Ferrell, the legendary Will Ferrell.
I don't know about that word in particular, but
Darth has some thoughts about Will Ferrell.
Well, I have some feelings, yes, about
I do
Will
too.
Ferrell.
I do too.
And the thing about him is that I very much enjoy Will Ferrell in Will Ferrell movies. Several years back, when The Office, the American version, was still a thing, I was rather upset that Will Ferrell was making an appearance, and my boyfriend at the time was like, "Well, sweetheart, what's the problem? You love Will Ferrell movies." I was like, "Yes, I love Will Ferrell in Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he belongs on The Office," and I made a bet with him, which I won. I said, he's going to start screaming for no reason within 2 episodes of being on the show, or I'll give you my next paycheck. I won that bet
Second
so
episode.
hard.
You went home with some money in your pocket.
No, I just kept the money. I was so confident.
I know this story. She was actually so confident that she didn't ask the other person to put anything up.
Nope. I just knew I was going to win,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's fine. But
By the way, I love this.
we knew you would.
I have to tell
So
you.
cool.
how
I
much-
thought
We
you
knew
would.
you would.
Look at that.
I'm gonna
Your
bring
hand
this.
fits so well
I
right
know.
over it. It just feels good.
We spared no expense.
Yeah,
Jason.
now I just need a helicopter.
Well,
Specifically the one from Deep Blue
There's
Sea.
always next Christmas.
Damn it, you beat me to it. But is Anne Heche in that movie? I forget.
Anne Heche?
I'm just going to pretend that she doesn't exist.
No, I
That's
I
actually
assume that
very
he's
easy
married
to
to
do.
Anne Heche or they're dating or something.
Tom Jane is dating Anne Heche, yes. And it's just because he does not know that I'm available. So
Does she have pictures of him or something? Why in the world is he dating Anne Heche?
she must have something incriminating against
that's
him.
what
I
I'm
don't know.
thinking.
But either way, Tom, just call me. I've got an attorney. We'll help you out.
Yeah.
He's so
you
sober.
got it.
Anyway, I'm so glad that you guys ended up liking your gifts. So Merry Christmas to my
Merry
nerdy
Christmas.
boys.
Cheers.
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 Salud.
We're drinking soda pop.
It's okay. Our
They
YouTube
know.
videos are flagged as not made for
Sham
children.
pocket.
3 out of 4 of us are over 21.
I
so
just
that's
bought my
right.
Yes, exactly.
I just bought my second car today. I'm allowed to have an adult beverage.
Oh, we need to talk about this.
Yes.
What vehicle is it that you were
Oh,
driving?
I already mentioned it. I wound up with the Dodge Challenger. Thanks, Dodge! And the bar is being installed in the glove compartment
Good.
next
Excellent.
Tuesday.
Like looking into the face of God.
Thanks, Dodge.
Corinth is famous for its leather.
Yeah, so Darth
You know,
Vader.
actually, I'm not minding that you picked this movie so much anymore. 'cause
Shut up.
not even
We're talking
about
straight
it.
through it. And, well, we haven't missed the most important part yet, so that's
Zooey
fine.
Deschanel?
She hasn't shown up yet.
okay, call
We
me.
have not missed Mr. Narwhal. Thanks,
Oh,
Mr.
Mr.
Narwhal.
Narwhal.
My sister-in-law.
Bye,
and I
buddy.
love
Hope
that.
you find your dad.
Voiced by
John Favreau.
John Favreau.
So I have to ask something.
How did I not know that?
How the hell have you guys not done this movie? This is on every top 10 Christmas
I know.
movie list.
Because first of all, look at this, all of this noise, and imagine what kind of movies that these two pick.
Oh, that's fair. Krampus, Die
I
Hard.
didn't get to pick any Christmas movies during our first Christmas season, if you recall, Jason.
I don't recall much from.
We
that far
were
back,
double
yeah.
timing so much. Like we were trying to get so many episodes.
Wait, we did like 15 Christmas episodes in a
something
row
like
or
that.
something.
I got to choose one last year.
yes.
You
You
didn't.
did, yeah.
And it was the best one. So
Whatever. It wasn't voted the best, but okay. But anyway, it just because Christmas Vacation was almost selected again this year because Mr.
I
Brown.
wanted it so bad.
He's a
but
He
host.
tried. He
somebody
tried.
already took it.
Well, he's a host on our show, so you'd think that he'd know that we had already covered it, but he had no idea.
Adam Brown, I know your tastes. Black Christmas, 1974. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's all I'm saying.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Silent Night,
Yeah.
Deadly Night.
I'm not watching
Yeah.
any of this because y'all know my taste, and I probably know that I want to steer very clear of any of that. So,
It's okay. They're really not scary because they're just so.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
They're fun.
damn, that was a good movie.
Great
so,
movie.
You know, young Adam, would you like to give us the synopsis of this movie?
Sure. So the story opens with it's narrated by Bob Newhart,
Yes.
and some comedian
Will
from
Ferrell's dad.
some old comedian guy, and
This is my friend Adam. This is my other friend Adam. You didn't think I knew that reference, did you?
and basically what happens is while Santa's out putting out presents for Christmas, as he does every year, a human baby accidentally crawls into his sack of goodies. And he takes his sack of goodies back to the North Pole and realizes that he has a human baby
In his sack.
an unidentified human baby in his
Don't we
sack.
all?
I don't.
And so
I don't allow that to happen. So
this baby is raised as an elf and quickly grows to realize that he's a little different from all of the other
not
elves.
quickly though, because he's in like his mid to upper
Okay, when
30s
he's
by
like
the time
when
he
he's
realizes-
almost 40 years old, he realizes he's not an elf. He is indeed a human.
best cup of coffee.
Can I just?
Sorry,
I want
what about that?
to. I want to cut in. real quick, all these scenes, by the way, because there's a montage segment.
Yeah.
Whenever Buddy goes to New York, the way the way they filmed these was at the very end of production, Jon Favreau, Will Ferrell, a camera operator, and a sound recorder just got in a car and started driving around New York. And all of this is totally ad-libbed. And they would literally just they would walk up to people and go, "Hey, you want to be in a movie? Here, we'll give you like $50
That's
to
like
be in a movie."
what's that show with the librarian from Bob's Burgers? What's his name in real life? Where he runs up to people on the street and he's
Billy Eichner.
Bill Eichner.
Billy on the street. Billy on the street.
Billy on the
I'm a big
street.
fan.
Yeah,
Billy on the street.
And he'll run up and be like, "Finish this Christmas tune for
Would
me."
you have sex with Paul Rudd for $1? For $1?
And they're like, "Who's Paul Rudd?" And he's like, "Get out of here!" And he's just, but so I can totally see that, especially with Will Ferrell running through the rotating door.
Yeah. They got real reactions out of
gimbals
people.
or
Yeah.
And the reason why Buddy is in New York is after realizing he's not an elf.
See,
he is
just said
indeed
New York.
He's good.
He is indeed
trained.
a human man. He realizes that his father is actually James Caan, and he has to go find his father.
Like you do.
So he leaves the North Pole and goes to find his father, and that's where the adventure begins.
But here's the unfortunate part. He finds out not only does he have a different father than he thought, it's not Bob Newhart. It is James Caan, and
is.
James Caan is on the naughty list.
It's James Caan.
Well, yeah. So is
fact,
anybody
they were
really
afraid of
surprised?
James
I saw the Godfather. Of course, he's on the naughty list.
Oh, yeah.
He brought the gun or left the gun.
Rollerball, anybody?
What is
Rollerball?
it? He brought the cannoli and left the gun? I don't know.
He did.
But yeah, so Will Ferrell is just running around New York trying to find his dad, and it's literally like just leaving a toddler in New York, which you shouldn't do, as it turns out.
Oh, no, definitely not. So
It's not recommended.
No, it isn't. Unless, James Bond is your neighbor, like with you, Jason, in which case I'm sure Daniel Craig would take very good care of him.
That would be awesome. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could actually leave my son on his doorstep and be raised by James Bond.
No offense, but I think he'd turn out better.
I mean,
when you're raised by James Bond, how can you not turn out awesome?
In other news, Daniel Craig died today, and his wife is... Oh, never mind.
So,
Anyway,
fun fact about this movie, the looks
tell.
of fear and wonder on Will Ferrell's face throughout a lot of these scenes is real because he's in fear and wondering if this movie will tank his career. Yeah. So,
which is so funny because going back to my story about Will Ferrell on The Office, I really loved him in this movie, mostly because he never stripped down to his undies, which he does a lot in his movies.
He almost did, but yeah.
He got close, but he
got
didn't
close.
quite do it.
But as many men will say,
You're pretty as a
almost
Christmas
stripping
picture.
down is not the same. Not the same.
this movie came out when I was 11 years
Pretty as a
old.
Christmas card? Is that what he tells her?
2003, is that right?
2003, when I was 11. This was back when Will Ferrell was just
That means you were born in 92?
92.
I'm just going to hug
possible?
Tom Jane and
Oh my
ignore this
gosh.
conversation.
yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. This is back when Will Ferrell was sort of trying to gain a leading man movie career of his own. Like, he was known for SNL primarily, and he did like Night at the Roxbury, but he didn't have any like big leading movies under his belt. This was before Anchorman, and he like launched big time after Anchorman.
That makes sense.
But when this movie came out, it was like, oh shit, am I going to have a movie career after this, or is this going to ruin everything? Am I going to be that guy from SNL?
And meanwhile, Jon Favreau wasn't he was still of Swingers fame. Like people knew who Jon Favreau
was on Friends,
but he wasn't Mandalorian and Iron Man Jon Favreau yet.
Cowboys and Aliens.
So speaking of Mr. Jon Favreau, not only do I have Disney Plus, so John, once again, I'll call you later. Thank you for everything you've done to get us through 2020.
I love Star Wars again.
Yes. I have a personal story regarding Mr. Jon Favreau.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
Do tell.
So when I was in LA, because you can just say LA. It was before Jimmy Kimmel was famous for his night show. He had just gotten it, and it wasn't even airing on the East Coast yet. And people were handing out tickets on the sidewalk saying, "Hey, do you want to come attend this Jimmy Kimmel show?"
No.
They were giving the tickets away. I'm that serious. And, sorry, Jimmy, I don't mean to insult you. It's just when you were...
Don't ever apologize to Jimmy Kimmel. Ever.
Okay.
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
Heard. But so we went to the Jimmy Kimmel show, and Jim Belushi was there as a guest, and that was cool.
cool.
Jon Favreau remoted in from Las Vegas. He was playing roulette, And he basically told everybody in the audience that if he won, that he was going to share his winnings with the entire audience. He did not win.
Yeah.
So, because I'm still here doing this podcast with you idiots. So otherwise, I don't think that, if I had won anything, that would have been great. But yeah, Jon Favreau tried to share his winnings with us, but didn't. So that was my personal story with Jon Favreau. He makes everything better. Like
Jon Favreau's the man.
I don't remember what Jim Belushi did the entire time, and he was the main guest. I don't remember anything Jim Belushi said or did, but I remember everything about Jon Favreau.
Hey, Jim Belushi was in the reboot or the resurgent season of Twin Peaks. So
he's your man
like
crush.
Jim Belushi. I grew up watching
Besides
According to
Kyle
Jim. I
MacLachlan.
like Jim Belushi.
K9.
K9?
K9 was friggin'
Red
hilarious.
Heat?
It was oh yeah.
Sorry, when you say
yeah.
K9, I just think of Doctor Who because that's his pet robot
yeah.
dog. And
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you've never seen K9, the cop German Shepherd buddy cop movie,
How have I not seen this? I love German Shepherds. I
it's-
have one.
it made me laugh a lot, and it's great because I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. The dog doesn't die. There, see,
Thank
now you can
goodness. Now
feel
you can
safe
watch it.
watching the movie.
Yes.
One of
Yeah.
my favorite.
I'm clutching my pearls. These were a Christmas gift, by the way.
clutching my pearls.
They're brand new.
Real pearls
Real
to
pearls
clutch?
to clutch. Yes.
Very
and I wore
nice.
them just for you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
Yeah. One of my favorite jokes concerning Jim Belushi was I was reading a Deadpool comic, and there's a panel where hell opens up and Deadpool yells down, "Hey, you took the wrong Belushi brother."
Play a Christian Bale, whatever suits that the best. I don't know.
Did you see they in the I think it was in the latest Deadpool comic? Deadpool. Somebody asks him, "Who are you?" And he's, "I'm Ryan Reynolds." I'm like, "You're not Ryan Reynolds." He's like, "Well, if he can pretend to be me, I can pretend to be him."
That's great.
And I thought, there you go.
Touche.
That's- Yeah,
It's
well
kind of
done.
like
it
Black
fun.
Adder, where it's who the hell is Kenneth Branagh? I'm
gonna
going to tell him that when I
said
see
that.
him.
Oh, by the way, Wanda Sykes was supposed to play the role of this guy here.
That would have been awesome.
Of Will
And
Ferrell's
his-
boss at Gimbals?
And his name tag still says Wanda. He insisted that it stayed on there.
That's cool.
I love
didn't
that.
know that.
Wanda Sykes would have been awesome in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
she would have.
She couldn't do it for some reason, but
I was about to ask why, but apparently we don't know.
No.
That looked like Abed from Community there
Abed.
at the counter.
It
for
might
a
have been.
second.
He probably started as an extra.
Have we seen Peter Billingsley yet?
yes, we
Yeah.
saw him.
He was
we
already
saw
on
him.
there.
Billingsley, yeah,
Okay,
he was
yeah.
one of the elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ralphie from Christmas Story for you listeners.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we have Ralphie from A Christmas Story, and because the thing when Will Ferrell discovers that he's not an actual elf, that he's a human, and he has to go figure out who his dad is, what his life is, all that. Peter Billingsley tells him, "Oh, buddy, you're not a cotton-headed ninny muggins." And that's like apparently the elf version of the N-word. Like in the North Pole. It's because everybody stops what they're doing.
Peter
and-
Billingsley immediately lost his job. He was
You hear
Yeah.
cars crashing
Yeah.
outside. Like it's just it's
Speaking
Can
of
you see
car,
Wanda? Oh, you could see it.
Oh, that's
you
great.
could see it on there. Yeah, there was a
Wanda
little bit of
Sykes.
trivia.
By the way,
Well,
I
Wanda.
love.
well, speaking of car crashes,
It sounds like we need to take a
we do need to
break.
take a break.
All right, let's
Okay.
take one.
We'll be back in about 1 second.
1 second.
for Elf, which is the show that we're supposed to be talking about tonight.
Elf.
It is.
Yes.
You know who's playing Santa Claus here?
Oh, that's
Tell us.
the guy from Howard Stern, right?
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang,
Artie
yeah.
Lang he was actually sober enough, I guess, at the time to do that role.
R.I.P.
So we love Artie, but
Wah,
he does fall off the wagon quite
God.
often.
One thing I want to point out that I love about
I think
this
he
movie.
gets on the wagon every once in a while.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I love
Along
that
with
the
Oprah. Oh wait, that's dietary. Never
poor
mind.
Artie. Oh.
Sorry, that was me. Anyway, go ahead, young Adam.
Sorry. I love that the opening credits and the way the North Pole looks and the costuming for the elves is all one giant homage to those old claymation Christmas movies like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming
He
to
said
Town.
homage because
Rankin
there's a fucking
Bass.
H in it.
Homage.
Homage. Rankin Bass,
Sorry, that
if
was
you
an
remember.
idiot
Yeah.
joke. And only
I
Jason
pretend they're in
got
the
it.
same universe as those movies, honestly.
Well,
Oh,
do you
goodness.
know why they were able to do that?
No.
Specifically the Rudolph,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
the copyright.
Who?
Rudolph.
No, that guy. The copyright form was either the original copyright form or the renewal form. I think it might have been the renewal. They put the date wrong.
Oh.
And years later, it was actually deemed it was an imperfect copyright renewal. It's public domain.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because of
That's awesome.
the original copyright lapsed. They had the opportunity to renew it, and they failed to do it correctly.
Oh my.
That's awesome.
And so they literally just went and they modeled everything, like the costumes and everything, straight. They
So
just
cool.
ripped it right off.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
my
why we
God.
have a lawyer as a part of our.
And in a couple
chorus.
of
yeah.
years,
As our attorney.
which also makes me say that we're only a couple years from making our own Mickey Mouse movies.
Yeah.
He's going to be public domain.
Disney owns Darth Vader, but not Darth
Darth
Vader.
Jader.
Exactly.
Can we make a Steamboat Willie, or is it?
The whole Mickey will
Steamboat?
be in
That
the
just sounds
public
so
domain.
dirty.
You can also make another
I
remake
got me a
of.
Steamboat Willie last night. It was awesome.
I woke up with a Steamboat
Why are you
Willie.
looking at me?
Because I was waiting for you to clutch something. Your pearls, that is.
My Christmas gift. Oh
You
my
can also
God.
make another remake
Sorry,
of Night of the
Mom.
Living Dead.
That's true.
That's
That's
another
true.
public
Right.
domain film.
Oh wow.
This is why there's so many damn DVD releases of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, wasn't this all done in an insane asylum?
I don't know.
I think.
Wait, so you have to give some context to the
Well,
to the,
the mailroom.
hindsighters.
A
So
friend
what's
of
happening?
mine, Darren, told me about a week ago that there's on Netflix the making of Elf. So I had to watch it in
Really?
preparation here.
Cool.
So they
You were out there and you weren't looking for me. You didn't tell me about this. Oh my God, I'm
I
so
told
upset.
you last night you were not listening because you were
That-
drinking
apparently not.
heavily.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But anyway, it was an abandoned mental institution. They used it for the sets. They used it for all the institutional and prison shots and everything. It was perfect. It was perfect for the shoot.
Oh my.
cool.
That's but what's happening? So give some context to the hindsighters. Like, what is Will Ferrell doing in this mental
I think Will Ferrell was
institution?
arrested. I think taken away, and he was bailed out by his real father,
James Caan.
James Caan, Jimmy Caan, or Sonny Corleone.
See, it's a weird thing. I call James Caan James Caan. I don't call Jimmy Stewart James Stewart, even though he's billed as James Stewart on It's a Wonderful Life.
On every movie, yeah.
He is
I
on
think
every
of him
movie.
as a Jimmy.
He
Like, I don't.
goes by
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
He
It's
goes
more
by Jimmy.
casual, yeah.
Right.
And there's John
John
Favreau.
Favreau's
Yes.
He had to-
in-person
cameo.
cameo.
He had to make an appearance, and he is the doctor in Elf,
Yes.
where James Caan is trying to make sure that his biological son is, in fact, his son. So he's getting a blood test done, and John Favreau is there to perform that test. But meanwhile, Will Ferrell is just so adorable. He's just perfect in this movie because
Oh, yeah.
it's just suited for him.
It's a Will Ferrell
It's a
movie.
Will Ferrell movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not running around in his tidy whities. He's running around in an elf suit. So
He
there you go.
really does a good job of tapping into that like childlike wonder. He really does. It's kind of like Tom Hanks in Big. He does a really good job kind of tapping into that.
That totally makes sense, especially when he starts relating, because he goes out to the waiting room and he's waiting on his dad to come out of the doctor's office, and this little girl is also going to see the doctor, and he's like, my finger has a heartbeat, because John Favreau
yeah.
had to prick his finger to get the blood test, and it's
Yeah.
just so precious. He's like, my finger has a heartbeat. Like, it hurts.
That
And-
scene with him and the little girl is really cute.
Yeah.
It's a sweet scene.
Yeah, and he just
This scene, yeah.
exactly. So she just tells him, "Hey, it'll go away. It's all right." And they kind of reverse roles. She's the little girl, but she's the one calming him down and making him feel better about like having had a blood test. And it's just an adorable movie.
Do you know what
Across
the
the board.
original, speaking of being an adorable movie, do you know what the original rating and tone and actor that this movie was going to all have?
Oh no.
This
Do
was
tell.
originally
Do
going
tell.
to be. It was going to come out. The script was sitting for a while before Favreau picked it up and decided to, in the studio, and everybody decided to make this movie. It was written in the '90s. It was sitting around for a while, and they were going to make it. It was originally.
in the 90s.
It was written in the
Oh, yeah.
90s.
It was
And
written
it was
a long
originally
time.
going to be an edgier, sort of PG-13 R-rated comedy.
What?
And who was cast as Buddy the Elf initially? It was going to
Christopher
be.
Walken.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Richard Dreyfuss.
It was originally going to be
Anne
Jim
Heche.
Carrey. Jim
That I
Carrey.
can see.
yeah.
And
Now, after I heard this, I was like, Jim Carrey would make an outstanding Buddy the Elf, but a very different Buddy the Elf.
Oh yeah, it would have been
like-
one of those things where Jim Carrey, you couldn't remake it. Nothing could be a sequel. Nothing. You
No.
couldn't follow up anything with that.
And I would have.
And it would have been too expensive. They would not have been able to afford Jim
After
Carrey.
1994, Jim Carrey would have cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, I can see Jim Carrey being in this movie, but I cannot see this movie being a PG-13 or an R.
Meanwhile, one of the best villains from Justified. Anybody?
The show with Timothy Olyphant.
Yes.
Oh, Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Steenburgen?
She's been in so many other things than this.
But like one of the best villains from Justified.
Oh, okay.
She was a villain?
The former Mrs.
I didn't
Ted
know that.
Danson.
Yeah.
Mary
Aren't they still
Steenburgen.
married?
I think they were divorced, aren't they?
Oh, I
Let's
thought they were
find
still
out.
Back to the
No,
Future
they're
Part
so in
3.
love.
Time After Time. She's great.
But no, wait, I didn't think she ever played a villain.
after
She was a villain?
Apparently.
Mary
That's what she was
Steenburgen?
saying.
Okay.
Oh, Mary Steenburgen and Will
She
Ferrell.
was on, Justified with Timothy Olyphant, where
Oliphant.
he's the.
Well, now I have to see it. I love Mary
However you pronounce
Steenburgen.
it.
She's in a lot of great
he
stuff.
just downed. That's something that we've discussed on the show before, Jason, where you specifically mentioned in "It's a Wonderful Life" all the different cigarette companies that wanted just to be mentioned in "It's a Wonderful Life" or included rather. Meanwhile, Coke is. They're no longer interested in that. They don't want to be a soda. They want to be
The
soda.
Right,
And
exactly.
Will Ferrell downs an entire 2-liter of Coke.
That's amazing. In one
all in
take.
one.
Well, he
And
had to do-
not
he-
the John Mulaney kind.
He had.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
No, I'm not too soon. He's
It's still on.
We love you, John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. That's another shout out. You're on my heart, and I love you. Get better. You're not allowed to do anything else. Get better and thrive. That's all I have to say about that. As Forrest Gump would
Well,
say.
on a lighter note,
Yeah. Please.
they had to do the take of him eating the spaghetti with the candy in it twice because the first time he puked.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
He was actually sick throughout a lot of this movie because he was constantly
sugar.
Downing
Because
sweets.
downing
Yeah.
sweets and
Yeah.
like pure, like not just like regular candy either. He's just sitting there like just slurping syrup and then
I would
Whipped
be
cream
so-
and
I would be so
syrup.
ill.
Syrup gets me
eating
sick
marshmallows.
quick. So.
And just the combo because at one point he puts syrup on spaghetti.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's classic. It's the classic his diet.
It's so great.
Well, there were two scenes or three scenes. There was the montage that was kind of interesting the way they filmed it. There was that, and then there was also when he gets into the fight with Santa Claus and the kids in the background. They had to do that on a green screen.
Okay.
And I've heard two stories for why they had to green screen it. One is because they didn't think it would be safe to have the kids in the background. They might get hurt.
Oh,
The
yeah,
other one
'cause
is that they didn't want to torture a bunch of kids by having them watch
Santa
an
Claus
actor beat
fight
up
an
Santa
elf.
Claus.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be traumatizing.
Smell like beef and cheese.
Sit on a throne of lies.
This is the scene when James Caan he doesn't like to be touched.
yeah.
Right. And it's kind of a personal thing. So he improv'd a lot of this. They did it multiple times, but they had the tickle fight when he had him in the bed and he's tickling him. Oh, he was pissed.
So wait,
That's an
what do you
authentic
mean
reaction.
James Caan doesn't like to be touched.
He doesn't. He's
is
like,
it-
don't touch me. It's
He's a
just like-
germaphobe.
It's
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah,
good
it's just,
to know.
Hates Germans.
Yeah.
All right then.
But he's a real straight actor. He doesn't do a lot of comedies, more drama.
Well, he was a little upset because
Sorry to
go
interrupt
ahead.
you, Jason. No, he's still married to Mary.
really
Steenburgen.
that's
Uh-huh.
so weird. 'Cause so
They got married in 1995.
Those two are married?
So they got divorced.
Tim Danson is sorry.
Ted
Tim-
Danson.
Ted Danson is
Oh,
married
Ted
to Mary
Danson.
Steenburgen. God,
Tim Danson.
That's so weird
that
because
guy.
in
Danson.
Curb Your Enthusiasm they get divorced. Ted Danson and Mary because they're in the show as themselves.
Yeah, they do.
But no, James Caan was a little put out.
easy there.
Excited.
He was a little put out because they
Sorry, James Caan's her husband in this movie.
they wanted to do sort of a franchise thing.
Okay.
They went to Will Ferrell and they offered him, I think it was $29 million.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
$100 billion.
And he's
No.
And now
Will Ferrell said no?
he didn't want to. He's explicitly said he is never going to do this character ever again, ever, and for the right reasons because he's like it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be good.
He would be a lot older.
Yeah.
I love this. He's such a toddler in this movie where he learns how to make spaghetti. That's the only thing he knows how to make.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Dad, do you want some spaghetti? How many scoops? and it's like 8 a.m. and his dad is just like, buddy, I'm cool. I just need coffee. That's
Dude,
it.
8 a.m. I could eat me some spaghetti at 8 a.m.
Oh, I have an Italian girlfriend. I have eaten spaghetti at 8 a.m.
Cold?
See,
Cold, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
I was about to say, y'all have that in common.
Yeah.
Your significant others are Italiano.
Well, it's like
Italiano.
pizza. Cold pizza for breakfast the next day is so good.
Oh, cold pizza. That's college breakfast right
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, that I honestly, I would enjoy the toast that Elaine made for us last night, Jason, with the goat cheese and the tomatoes. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah. Jason's
really
wife was
hard
an amazing.
making
Yeah, I know.
cook.
I worked very hard.
He got
I didn't
home
do
an hour
jack
early.
shit.
You lucked out. You lucked out.
And that's what I was telling Josh. I was like, it was in my head, it was such a random assortment of food: green beans, pesto, and
No, it was Italian.
shrimp.
That's
No,
an
but I was-
Italian.
But for me, that's random because I'm a Southern lady. I'm not an Italian lady. So when y'all came to my house, we had meatloaf and macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and all that stuff.
It was a very Mediterranean meal.
Yeah, it was. And
yeah.
but so for me, it felt very random, but it was so good paired together.
Yeah.
Like Elaine killed it. So she's a great cook.
Yeah, pasta. What did we have? We had shrimp, pasta, green beans, and
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp,
Shrimp. I
pasta,
said
green
shrimp.
beans, and
Pasta.
pesto.
Yeah.
Pesto.
Pasta,
yeah.
pesto.
This is why he was sick, by the way.
Yeah, it's like chocolate syrup and marshmallows.
Is it marshmallows? Oh.
It's those little like not peeps, but the colored marshmallows where they're like pink and green and yellow.
I'm honestly surprised that the doctor character, Jon Favreau's character, didn't tell him that he had diabetes.
Yeah.
He should have diabetes.
because
Yeah.
he's
With
eating
that
Pop
meal.
Tarts on top of it.
Oh,
Well,
my
and
God.
he eats the cotton balls too. Remember?
Yeah.
And those are actually just dyed cotton candy. You know, and you wonder why he felt like crap making this movie.
He's a true professional, isn't he?
I mean, no wonder he threw up as much as he did. So
That's amazing.
One thing that we haven't mentioned is that James Caan, what does he do for a living, gentlemen?
Oh, he's an author.
Children's
Not a
book
no,
author.
publisher.
Yeah, he's a publisher of
He's not the
children's
author.
books.
Yes.
And he gyps people off.
Oh, yeah.
Around every corner. He's such a con
He's
artist.
cheap.
Like, yeah, he's completely cheap. And when a story goes out that's incomplete, he still approves it. And you can't pass that with little kids. Like
No.
they're gonna notice. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the puppy, we don't know what happened to because that's
Well,
he
'cause-
gets in trouble with his own boss.
Who is
Yeah.
this guy? Who is this actor here? I know
This guy?
Yeah.
He's a character actor.
Yeah,
I've
he's a
seen him in a
character
million
actor, yeah.
things. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Could you please look that up?
I knew,
But yeah.
I knew you were looking
No,
at me before I even saw.
Every
so-
Christmas movie needs that hardened guy who's lost his way and his
Yeah.
innocence. And
Yes.
That would be James Caan.
somebody has to rescue that innocence, and that is Will Ferrell.
The
because he
man-child
just-
Will
Have
Ferrell.
you seen there's a guy who he's I don't know if he's a computer engineer or software developer or what, but he works with AI and he gets his AI to write scripts. And you've got, I'll find a link for it somewhere and I'll put it on social media. Social media. And
I hate it when you
yeah, I
say
know.
that.
Don't you?
Too old.
But he did
Michael Lerner.
Oh
is
yeah,
the name of
Michael
the
Lerner.
actor.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's been in like a million
Yeah.
things.
He has
Yeah.
been.
But he had his AI write a Hallmark Christmas movie, and it's the funniest thing you've ever read in your life. Because
you go,
one,
young
it
Adam?
is exactly
If you care
a
to
Hallmark
scroll.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But it's also written by an AI, so it's
Well,
hilarious.
Hallmark Christmas movies. I've got a story about that too. So my mom loves those movies, and my dad and I love
What
to
mom
tease her
doesn't?
about that.
Yeah, my mom is watching Hallmark right now.
because as I am famed on this show, I called The Sixth Sense. Hindsighters,
You
I really
did.
did. And
Wow, you predicted.
I did.
And she's milked that almost as much as in my
Every episode.
But
Ouch.
I'm not going to tell my story anymore. Screw you guys.
Don't
We're
do
kidding.
that.
We're kidding. Come on, please do
No,
tell.
but,
Do tell.
Story
as far-
time.
no, But as far as like calling a movie, my dad and I love to tease my mom where we were watching one Hallmark movie, and I swear to God, I can't remember what it's called. But
It doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly. That's the point. So I was like, oh no, this lady who's an actual elf, like in elf. She really is from the North Pole, and she's in the big city, and she meets a guy, and she falls in love. Oh my God!
Was it Amy Adams? Because it should have been Amy Adams.
It was a blonde lady, so she might have been blonde at the time. Who knows? But I was sitting there, and the guy who loves her said something to the effect of, "I don't love so and so." Or her name was Noelle. Because it was a Christmas movie. That's what it was. I was like, oh no, she's going to hear that. And then they're going to wind up apart for a while, but then they're going to make up and get back together. And
then
my dad
Act
was
3's going to happen.
and my mom was so pissed. She was like, stop ruining the movie. And I was just like, how do you not see this?
Was there a scene where they both fell on the ground next to each other and there was that weird sexual tension moment?
Yeah, there had
I think
to be.
it was right after a snowball fight.
I think so. In the snow, of course.
Yes, of course, because it's Christmas.
Oh, I've been banned from watching Hallmark Christmas movies with my girlfriend's parents because they let me do it one year and I was laughing my ass off the whole
Let
time.
you do it one year.
Yeah, you just riff on it the whole
Sorry.
time.
I was like
Yeah.
Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, the whole time.
No.
And her mom, my girlfriend's mom, loves those movies, so she said no more for you.
Yeah, you're out. You're out. But yeah, so back to the movie.
Yeah, Elf,
Snowball
starring Will
battle was
Ferrell.
Great.
So
Yes.
Buddy wins over everyone.
He picks up a kid from a school. That's kind of weird.
It is weird.
Not in 2003.
Oh, it was okay back then.
It was okay back then.
Stranger danger was still a thing back then.
Still a thing.
It was very
So
much a thing.
let's talk about the elephant in the room,
Oh no.
which is Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler. Compare and contrast. Go.
I'm not doing this with you. I like them both, but once
You do?
they both have their niches. Like they fit in certain circumstances.
I think
Yeah.
that Will Ferrell is he has more longevity to him.
I disagree.
Really?
I think that Adam Sandler has more versatility as an actor. He can do drama. He just chooses not to half the time. But Will Ferrell, he really kind of is stuck in sort of one certain kind of movie.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
Has Will
I agree
Ferrell
with
done
that.
a straight drama?
He has a few, like Stranger Than Fiction and
Yeah, Will
everything.
Ferrell has
that
a
one,
few,
yeah.
He's got a few.
Yeah.
Everything Must Go. He has a few.
But you want to laugh at him anyway.
Yeah.
you want to laugh.
Trying to be serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler has a formula that makes lots and lots of money, and he does the same movie over and over. And
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
You don't hate Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he does
no,
the
I was
same
just
movie
comparing
over and
no,
over and over again.
I
How
was just
dare
asking for
you.
comparing and
Action?
How
contrasting.
dare you,
In
woman?
the action world,
True
look what he
Lies.
does.
Hey,
Deal
True
with it.
Lies.
Kindergarten
is
Cop,
a very
versatility.
different movie than Kindergarten Cop.
Just because
okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis strips for you, that does not make it a different movie.
That really
okay?
It
actually-
makes it an amazing movie, is what it does.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
I'm going to reserve my opinion on that.
You asked the question. You have.
No, I meant on Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay,
okay.
so if we're going back to Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler, I
Yes,
think they
please.
both had their comedic primes. Adam Sandler in the 90s, Will Ferrell in the early 2000s, but I think Adam Sandler's the more talented.
Okay, all right.
he does better
I-
stand-up comedy, that's for sure.
what he said.
fair.
Well, see that's what people tune in for these cutting edge
They learn.
discussions.
Because I've never seen-
issues.
Because
you know?
Will Ferrell does not do stand up comedy, and even if he did one,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't tune into it. I wouldn't have any interest.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
offense, Will.
like,
call you
like
later.
Adam Sandler, I can at least look back on Little Nicky.
Jesus.
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Popeye's chicken fucking rocks.
Tom James'
Oh, that movie.
ex-wife was in that movie. Patricia Arquette.
I still have never seen Little Nicky.
Oh no, you need to watch Little Nicky.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen like every Sandler
get
movie.
get a little
Watch
drunk.
it.
A little
So
drunk.
here's a
on
scene.
eggnog.
Here's a
Get a
scene
40.
coming up right
get a
here.
40. Drink
Yes.
that.
So the movie,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Back to the movie where
Oh,
they're
yeah,
putting
yeah,
up
yeah.
where they're
Elf.
putting up the Christmas tree.
Yes.
All right, and
oh my
there's-
god, the best thing that happens in this
When he
entire
tries to
movie.
put the star on the top. Now this is they were talking about in the
my God.
By the way, he's putting paper snowflakes all over the apartment.
yes, he has. He decorates everything. That's part of his MO. But there is a scene, and you'll see it, where he wants to put the star on the top. It's not going to happen yet. But he disappears off screen, and the stuntman comes in and just jumps on the tree. and
Lunges on
falls
top of the
down.
tree.
Seriously, the best thing in this whole movie.
It is great.
But do you
He
know
just
what?
launches
Do you know what movie
himself.
Zoe Deschanel was in before this?
Do tell.
Almost Famous. She played the older sister. Do you remember
I
that?
never saw Almost Famous.
Oh, you must.
Oh, you would love it.
must.
It's a good movie.
Cameron
Yeah.
Crowe.
Here it
It's
comes,
great.
ready?
You would love it. Totally Will Ferrell, right?
He jumps. He jumps.
I hope
That was
so.
not Will Ferrell.
Oh, come on. Why'd you have to ruin it?
Well,
My God.
we want people to learn.
Authenticity.
Let's talk about Zooey Deschanel.
This is her breakout movie, isn't
Jovi.
it?
That's
It
her
is.
name in the movie. Her
So
name
this
is
was a-
Jovi, like jovial.
Jovi.
Oh, okay.
This was
yeah.
a breakout
Christmas.
movie for both Zooey Deschanel and Peter Dinklage, correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
in case you aren't familiar, which
Correctly?
Peter Dinklage is the half man from.
Is that the
of
term we
Thrones.
use?
Game of
nowadays?
Thrones.
No, they don't watch Game of
I
Thrones.
thought-
They've never watched it.
Dinklage.
So-
Peter
I thought
Dinklage,
we were
yeah.
supposed to say. I thought we said little people.
Well, in Game of
In Game of Thrones, they call him a
the
half man because
Oh,
that's at
that-
that time that's what
You
they
would
call
know
him.
if you watched fucking Game of Thrones, Jason.
Yeah.
So
I've seen the
all I
first.
know-
I've seen the first 4 seasons.
Yeah, all I know is everyone says that it just starts to suck, and I'm like, why am I going to watch?
If you're gonna watch the show, watch it for Dinklage. He's great.
It's
all
your
right.
policy where you don't watch the final episode.
but just expand that to the last 2 seasons?
No, the last season.
Watch the first 5 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
No, the last episode you can leave off the last episode.
The
The
lapisode?
lapisode.
The lapisode.
That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
I think actually, yeah, I have lapisotomy.
the lapisotomy. But yeah,
we have come upon a break.
a breakage time. Okay.
Let's take a break.
breakage time. So we will be back with you guys in about 1 glorious second.
Or 3. And we're back, Hindsighters.
We are back.
We didn't
Yes.
say anything funny off camera.
No.
What? That never happens.
Your camera's broken.
I
Hang
have
on, let me
another
fix it.
personal story.
I mean,
This-
I'm fixing your camera.
Hold on. He's
Keep
gonna
talking.
reboot.
Keep talking.
well, this personal
Ah,
story
there
does
it's
not.
They pay to hear us, not to see us.
This
Yeah,
personal
that's for
story
damn
does
sure.
not include John Favreau. This one is a personal story from my days at Starbucks, which you guys might remember
Yes.
from Cece, a former guest of ours. I used to be on the drive-thru quite a bit, and I would be on the radio because I apparently have
You
a
got
voice
a
for
good
radio,
voice.
as Mr. Brown likes
Yes.
to tell me. So, except for that one guy who hates
troll,
me,
we call
we
him.
hate you. So, no one likes
He's sitting
you.
in his cell right now with pictures of you. he's totally naked and he has Darth written
Is
on
that
his
the
chest.
podcast
putting on
review?
the-
I
yeah.
read?
Buffalo Bill.
Yes.
People to kill list.
He's looking at a
Steve
picture of you.
Buscemi.
Oh no.
Oh my god, if Steve Buscemi hated me, I'd be so honored.
Oh,
like
man.
that's just that's
I
awesome.
wouldn't.
You made
I
the
would.
I
impression.
feel terrible if Steve Buscemi hated me.
No, like any
would just
attention
suck.
from hey Steve Buscemi, you were on my list of people that I would sleep with, so I hope you still like me.
Me too.
Anyway,
We have that in common.
Okay.
there you go. We talked about that during the Krampus, but anyway, so I have a personal story.
I guess that's a good thing.
Danny DeVito on your list? or-
So
We
and
have multiple
he
planes of
was
discussion
pitched
here.
I love Steve
Danny
Buscemi.
DeVito, and Danny DeVito is the Penguin.
Ooh, nice.
So we'll let you think about that.
Are we still talking about sex?
Yes.
Got the green shit
I'm
coming
trying
out
to
of
get my personal story, but nobody's letting me. It's much better than the sex scale because we made up a whole new scale, remember? No, you don't listen to our episodes, so never mind. Anyway, when I used to work at Starbucks, I used to be on the radio and I would talk to people in the drive-thru, and we had this one guy named Laurel and one lady
Laurel.
Laurel.
Yeah.
A lady
Hardy,
pulled
har,
in.
har.
A lady pulled in.
That's
to the
a fine
drive-thru.
mess you've
Oh
got
my
listening to.
god!
Well, I will let you finish. I can't
That's what she
vouch
said.
for Jason
Muted my
though.
microphone.
Girls always want that. We wish, but no.
Did you get
So
there?
a lady pulled into the drive-through, and Laurel said, "Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?" And he's talking to a 40-ish-year-old woman, and she looks at the camera and was like, "What?" I said, "Laurel, you have to pick your audience. Come on."
It went to Jessica Walter.
I don't know. It might have been.
I don't understand the question,
I
and
don't.
I won't respond.
I see your mouth moving, but I don't know what you're saying.
Derailed. Well done, Jason.
Yes.
With your John Hammond cane. But so I was like, this is how you deal with people in the drive-thru. So a guy drove up and he was a super friendly guy, and he said, hey, real quick, I'm gonna need like 1 second before I order, I said, "Ooh, sir, fresh out of seconds. I'm so sorry. You're going to need to order right now." And he was like, "Okay, well then I'm going to need a minute." And I was like, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down." And he said, "All right, now I need 10 minutes." I was like, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." And he was like, "Fine."
That man was Liam Neeson.
It was Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, it was. That was Samuel.
No.
I was like, take two, Samuel.
Oh my God. No, I would have recognized Samuel L. Jackson and not confused him for Morgan Freeman. But
Oh no!
oh, that actually happened.
Shit.
One of my coworkers.
National news.
And I always feel the need to point this out. The person who confused Sammy L with Morgan Freeman was also black. So at least he didn't have that excuse.
That's a pleasant ending to that story.
He told that story on a news or a night show weeks later. He was like, "This motherfucker thought I was Morgan Freeman."
I remember
and
that.
Flipped out.
Yeah.
So, but no, I did not do that. That was not me.
Thank God.
So, yeah, that was my personal story involving Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? Because we're talking about a damn movie, so let's talk about the movie.
Oh, that's right, Elf.
And so I love Will Ferrell because he goes on with this childish wonderment where he's never drank coffee, he's never had liquor.
It's a fish out of water story.
He gets
He's
drunk
Mormon.
at work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, during COVID times, aren't we all drunk at work?
Yeah.
My God, like,
Yeah.
isn't that pretty
Every
much
morning.
a point of order? Yeah. So
My coffee's
well,
become Irish
So
coffee.
you wanted to talk
Welcome
about
to Zoom. Can I help you?
my camera's off.
I want to zoom.
I'm gonna do a Jeffrey Tubin.
So,
Ooh.
Jason, I missed what just happened.
Jeffrey Tubin. Well, we'll move on.
He was caught doing a naughty thing on Zoom.
Oh.
Servicing himself.
Yes,
He was
yes.
pulling a tubin.
Yes, he was tubing.
He was pulling his tubin.
Yes.
He was yanking the
He
tubin.
was on the tubin.
Classic tubin.
We just lost all of our listeners now.
So, Jason wanted to mention Zooey Deschanel. And why is that, Jason?
I don't know.
'Cause she's hot?
Because
She is lovely.
She's not
she's
just
beautiful.
She isn't just lovely. She's so talented.
Yeah.
She has a great voice.
When my son was
I
younger,
really can't stay.
he one of his favorite
Nobody?
movies was the recent Winnie the Pooh movie,
But I love Zooey too.
and she did all of the songs.
Oh yeah.
And her
Wait, the
song.
Ewan McGregor one?
No, the animated.
Animated.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah,
I meant
it was animated.
Yeah.
Not Christopher Robin.
But she sang all of these
Thank you.
classic old Winnie the Pooh songs.
And her voice is just so damn
they were
lovely.
just
She has a great voice.
Absolutely, she has a beautiful voice. She's extremely talented.
New Girl. She sings a lot on New Girl. She's
Yeah.
great.
She does. Did
I
you
need
just
to
make
wa-
up
I-
your
you know-
own theme song?
I got to admit, I need to watch New Girl.
It's very good.
Who's that
You would really like it.
I know.
just-
Yeah.
And she's so wholesome. I just love Zooey Deschanel
Oh,
because
she's great.
to the point where it's weird. I wouldn't because Cece argued that she was like one of the leading ladies of today, and I was like, I wish
We don't
that-
have leading ladies.
No, sadly
No,
not.
we do.
Meryl
because
Streep.
Jennifer
we don't.
Lawrence. Yes, we do.
Jennifer Lawrence is a leading
used
lady.
to be.
Katniss from the Hunger Games.
She's not a leading
Not
lady.
anymore, but maybe like 5 years ago.
No.
She's great. No, I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, whatever.
I will defend Jennifer
disagree.
Lawrence.
I respectfully.
Meryl
disagree.
Streep has kind of transcended time. She's still sort of a leading lady.
I mean, yeah, we have like holdover leading ladies. Yeah.
They're
Well, it's
grandmothered
kind of
in.
like how we said we
Amy
don't
Adams.
have leading men either anymore.
Amy Adams is a leading woman.
No.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
it's-
I'll give you that.
If Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence is not a leading lady, Amy Adams
No,
is not a leading.
Amy
no.
Adams is 10 times the actress that Jennifer Lawrence.
Amy Adams is a better actress
Yes,
than Jennifer Lawrence.
absolutely. Totally.
Absolutely disagree.
Dinklage.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, I'm about
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
What-
Amy Adams?
Name one good movie J. Law has been in.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Okay.
Okay.
Name two.
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, all
We're
three of them.
garbage.
You haven't even seen them.
Yes, I saw the first one.
American Hustle.
Oh,
American Hustle.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Hillbilly Elegy. She was fantastic in that.
I didn't see that one.
Well, that's
Is it
Amy
good?
Adams.
All right,
But yeah,
another
that's
homework assignment. Oh, I was like, wait, Jennifer Lawrence.
Here's about Jennifer Lawrence.
Are we talking Amy Adams? And what you said, what was the last movie you mentioned?
American Hustle.
Yeah,
That's J Law.
That's J-Law. That's Jennifer Lawrence.
that's Amy Adams in that.
They might both be in it. Who
Maybe
knows?
they're both.
Adams was the lover.
Oh shit, they're both in it. Yeah, they're both in it.
my God.
Anyways.
They are both in it.
Zoe
Yeah.
Deschanel.
You're right. You are
universe is
correct,
about to
Adam.
collapse
You are
on
correct.
itself.
Zoe Deschanel. That lady.
Who is more attractive and more talented than both of them?
That makes me feel
I
good
love-
because I used.
I love Zoe
when
Deschanel.
I had,
yeah.
When I had bangs, when I was a bartender, I was told
Bang
that
and bangs.
I didn't have cable, so I didn't know what the hell people were talking about. But they would say, when I
No,
would,
wait. Hold on. They're at the table here. We just have to pause for a moment because this is Peter Dinklage.
Not just Peter Dinklage.
the half man.
But you recognize the two sidekicks.
Yes, Andy Richter
And
Kyle
from-
Gass from
Very-
Tenacious D.
Very
Yes.
good. Very good. We couldn't pass that. That
I'm
was
a big ass Steve.
Hey,
Am I
Jimmy,
gonna
what is
ride? Gonna
chode?
smoke some weed.
Hey, this is not the perfect Christmas movie. This is just a tribute.
yes.
There you go. Yeah, yes,
See, you got
yes.
it.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, there's some Tenacious D fans.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a huge Tenacious D fan.
Love
I was
them.
watching. I just watched the Roadie video. Did you ever see that?
Oh,
video?
it's great.
Oh,
It's great. I saw them in concert last year.
Oh,
they're
sweet.
It's very
fantastic.
cool.
Nice.
Call me a dwarf one more time.
No, call me an
Elf.
elf.
Oh,
elf. Call
One
me an
more
elf.
time.
My favorite
One
line
more
is
time.
Peter Dinklage is like, I've gotten more action in a week than you've seen in your whole life.
Which is true, even though Peter Dinklage doesn't know that for a fact. Because the thing is,
feel like-
hindsighters, to give you some context as to what the hell is happening, is that Peter Dinklage is this really professional child's book writer. And
71 degrees.
He's like a consultant who comes in to save Will Ferrell's dad's company.
Yeah.
So he's trying to save James Caan's ass because James Caan keeps cutting corners, and that's why he's on the naughty list, because he makes books that kids can't even read.
But I feel like his character in this is just a short Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, in many ways, yes.
I have to return some videotapes.
Yes, yeah. Like I can see him with an axe killing
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
He's got the same
Except
shirt,
he'd
too.
have to like reach higher.
Christian Bale took an axe to get Peter Dinklage 40 whacks. But anyway, so Peter Dinklage beats the
Yes,
absolute
ha-ha.
hell out of Will.
See now I can go here.
Peter
Now you have your
Dinklage's
special
Jolly
cameos.
good riffing on Peter Dinklage.
Is this Peter Dinklage's first big role before Game of
Big
Thrones?
role.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, hey now.
You're an all-star.
Peter Dinklage was he was a well-established small person or whatever, actor. He was in.
We're trying,
I'm
Peter.
trying to keep.
We're
I'm trying to
trying.
keep the conversation going while these three are losing it.
I'm just going to hide
But
behind
Living
my
in
mug.
Oblivion, he played
Oh,
a fairly
yeah,
decent
yes,
role in there.
yes.
It was
Yeah.
great. Did
That
you ever
movie-
see that? We really have to
Living
do
in
that.
Oblivion?
We do. Yeah.
You
I
ever
didn't see
seen
that
it?
one. I didn't see that
You
one.
would. I think you would really appreciate.
You would love
Living
it.
in
Have you ever
Oblivion.
done like a low budget film or student production?
I've done a
film?
few shady movies
done
in
a
back
few
alleys.
films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will totally
Yeah.
relate to it because it's
It
about
is-
the making of one of those shady films.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I mean,
love that.
Yeah.
we watched it in film school.
Okay.
And it was like, yeah,
It is right on target.
yeah, it's
He was part
Steve
of Fluffer
Buscemi.
Brothers
Steve Buscemi
production.
is the star. He's the star of the movie.
You sold me with Steve Buscemi. Yeah, I love him.
But okay, so yeah, James Caan he's been just cutting all these corners.
Oh man.
He's been cutting all these corners as far as producing the children's books, and Peter Dinklage is brought in to consult to make, an instant classic that will sell and make the company money. And Will Ferrell insults Peter Dinklage by calling him an elf. So Peter Dinklage proceeds to
Santa Claus?
Yep. Oh, you're a naughty elf.
and to be fair, that is very accurate because I know when you accuse one of them of being an elf, they totally flip out.
One of them.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
even accept
That's
dwarf
rude.
anymore. Dwarf is now no longer.
The M word. Forget that.
Yeah.
You can't use though.
Can't
Yeah,
even
you
say
can't
it.
use that word.
That's
yeah.
the same as the
can,
N-word.
No,
The
because you
M-word.
can say midget. You can't say the
say-
N word.
That's right.
Well,
Well,
at least
John Mulaney, get better.
To be fair, at
We
least
will be pissed
there
if you
at
do
least there was a
anything other.
car called the Midget. As far as I know, there was
That's
never
true.
a car named the other one.
Name the N word.
But it would have been by Lincoln.
But so this is where the rift in the movie comes along. Oh my god!
It's getting warm in here, right?
You know Lincoln was Jewish?
Move on.
Yeah, he was shot in the temple.
I do believe.
Jesus Christ.
Let's wrap this
I would
now.
like to thank Dean Martin for that joke.
Dean Martin.
Yes, that's
Wow.
that's a Dean Martin joke.
Dean
Doesn't
Martin.
sound like a Dean Martin joke. That's awesome.
Was that what was the dean's name in Animal House?
Dean Wormer?
Wormer. There is another movie where it's Dean Martin.
Double secret probation.
Yeah.
Like shit through a goose.
I
we
love
gotta do that movie.
Animal House.
So
Oh,
to
yeah.
honor my papa with the Dodge Challenger, we've got to do Animal House. That was one.
That's
of
fine.
That was one of our
I'm with you.
favorites.
Oh, Animal House is
starring
great.
Bill Mumy.
Starring Ryan Reynolds' dad from what's the movie where he was in college?
Van
Wilder.
Wilder, yeah.
Boone.
Boone.
No. Boone was Katie's boyfriend. I'm thinking about Otter. Otter was Ryan Reynolds' dad and Van Wilder.
I love Van Wilder.
Oh shit.
Carry the two. Yes, that's correct.
There's actually a connection between Animal House and Babylon 5, so I'm totally down to do that movie.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
But anyway, the rift in this movie that we're supposedly talking about right now.
Everyone's already seen the movie. They know.
Everybody's seen
loves
Elf.
it. It's awesome.
Elf is classic.
The rift.
He gets fired from walking out for
He's
his
like,
son.
screw you, I'm leaving. Yeah.
Was he wearing a dance belt?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It was
no
either a
bulge.
dance belt or a pregnancy belt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a belly.
I was like, either that,
There's got to be something covering up.
either that or Will Ferrell's underendowed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
All plausible theories.
I don't want to think about it because he normally runs around in
is
his
this-
damn underwear.
Is this a homage to? Okay, It's a
Yeah.
Wonderful Life
Oh,
when
yeah.
he's on the
Totally.
bridge, ready to
Yeah.
jump off.
Clarence.
I don't belong
Oh,
anywhere.
Mary.
Mary. I want to see you want to marry you. You want the
Clarence.
moon?
I didn't know I had so many friends.
I'll get it out of the way because I've been asking Jader if I could do my Jimmy Stewart Michael
Yes,
impression.
do your Jimmy Stewart.
Here it is. Okay, it's one line. I gotta back away. I don't want to blow out your eardrums. Hey! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter! And I'm done.
Ouch. Luckily, I didn't have my headset on.
And
And
okay.
I'm deaf.
That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful.
Enjoy.
Oh, do an Arnold for us while you're
Yeah,
here.
come on. I want to hear Get to the Chopper.
Come on, go! Get to the chopper!
Oh,
I wanna hear-
Get your ass to
No,
Mars.
now I want to hear. Wait, no, I want to hear
I
a
should-
Schwarzenegger doing a line from It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, God.
So we'll let you think on that one. I want to hear Get Your Ass to
Crisscross.
Mars. That's what I want to hear, and then you can combine them.
Get your ass to Mars.
Because we really missed you during
so good.
Total Recall. So we kept
good.
talking about you multiple times.
Mary, what do you want? Do you want the moon? I'll take a lasso, throw it down, pull it down for you.
I tell you, you
Here's a
are
record.
very good at that.
Darby just made me clutch
You
my
are
pearls for the
very
first
good.
time. That was great.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life.
We have that on tape,
yes,
sir. That's what we did here.
Yes.
Oh, can you sing Buffalo Gals in the Arnold? Buffalo Gals.
Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon.
Oh my God. We did it.
All right, and he does
We're
parties,
done.
folks.
I do parties,
He
yes.
This
does
is
parties.
nice.
You
and
can
bar
book him. You
mitzvahs.
can book him. Yeah.
I book by the hour.
I was trying to talk about this damn movie.
Oh, I have a story about Ed Asner. Ed
Please.
Asner, who plays Santa Claus.
Who
Yes.
doesn't?
Ed
Tell
Asner,
us.
who was also the voice of the old man in Up. It's the only other thing he's done. And
Are you pulling a young Adam?
I'm pulling a young Adam.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
You've heard of Mary Tyler Moore, haven't you?
My parents told me about it once.
Oh, that hurts. Though I am old enough to be your grandfather.
You went over to your grandparents' house.
Ed Asner, who plays Santa in this film, I got the chance to sit next to him and just shoot the shit with him for like 10 minutes. So he has I think a grandson who is on the autism spectrum.
Okay.
And I went to an
Oh my gosh.
autism awareness panel, and he was the guest speaker. Oh. And he was so funny, and he was great. Very nice, charming guy.
Jason was probably there.
Jason was probably there. Why wouldn't he be? And
I was counting things.
He was the test subject.
Counting the ceiling tiles.
and afterwards, Ed Asner was literally just
Just counting the thread.
Nobody showed up.
Thread in the cards.
Nobody showed up to the conference.
Oh my God.
Finish your story. I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
It's a basic story. After he was done speaking, he sat and signed autographs and was very nice to everybody. And he just sat and talked with anybody. So I think my ex-girlfriend at the time brought
What's an ex-girlfriend at the time? Just for the listeners out there.
She was a girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
X now. Yeah, no, I was
Sorry,
still,
Alyssa.
so I went with her to this event, and she brought her up pop vinyl figure to get signed by Ed Asner.
There's an Ed Asner pop doll?
Of course
the old man from Up, yeah.
Yeah, that was his voice.
It was his voice.
Okay.
And so I just sat with him for like 10 minutes, and he was great. He took a photo with him. He's a very cool guy. Very nice guy.
That's cool.
Nice.
So
Will you bring
literally,
the photo in?
so I'm sitting at a table with somebody who's met and hung out with Ed Asner.
Yeah, and I barely
somebody
knew who
who
he
has
was.
met and hung out with Graham Chapman.
That is correct.
I mean, I've got, who do I have? I've got.
And someone who's met and hung out with Carrie Elways.
Wait,
Well, that's
wait.
true.
On
I got
multiple
Johnny
occasions.
Cash. Johnny Cash.
And you hung out
Johnny
with
Cash?
Darth James?
That's true. Yes.
Whoa, you met
James.
Johnny Cash?
I met the whole family.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I met
Cash family?
Huge
Yes.
Johnny Cash fan, so
Oh
that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Hello,
In
I'm
fact,
Johnny
one of my
Cash.
biggest regrets is I actually gave away. I had a picture of him and he autographed it, and I gave it to somebody who was a huge Johnny Cash fan, and I really
He
kind of wish
deserves
I
it.
Worth a
hadn't.
lot now.
Yeah.
But he was a super nice guy.
I bet.
Well,
He
speaking
looked
of
like a
Johnny
nice guy.
Cash, I actually sang as June Carter in a show in high school.
Yeah, and all of this has everything to do with Will
Elf.
Ferrell.
Elf,
And I was
yes,
trying
the
to tell
movie,
the damn
yes.
story.
Were you?
I was, and you guys just.
We don't have time though. So anyway, moving on.
I feel like Matt Damon on Jimmy Kimmel. where he's
Apologize to
like,
Matt
anyway,
Damon. We don't have time.
We don't have time. So the whole point of the story, Hindsighters, is that Will Ferrell, he kind of brings the Christmas spirit back to his father and his family in general, his little brother, which is very important because he wins his brother's trust by kicking ass at a snowball fight in Central Park.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he just it's like Calvin and Hobbes level snowball
Machine
fight. Like,
gun
he just,
style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, in Japan, they actually
Hedgehogs.
have a professional competitive league of snowball fighters.
Oh, cool.
Shut up.
Like
down.
where it's like people who train all
put it in
fucking
the show
year
Wow.
to like be able to just take dudes out with snowballs.
Like,
awesome.
what do you mean take them out? Like actually
Like,
fight
take 'em
or
out.
compete?
A
Like-
lethal
yeah,
double tap.
like-
snow to the head.
Like between Mel's thighs, kind of lethal, or like
Yeah, but not as pleasant.
we have to
though.
go there?
Not nearly as pleasant though.
you
or
get
as
so
musky.
jealous. It's
I do.
adorable.
I'm very jealous of
I
Mel.
said, or not as musky.
No.
I'm not letting that one go. Sorry.
I can't smell. Musky means nothing to me. Bring
It's
it.
more of a taste than a smell.
Anyway, so competitive lethal weapon.
Yes, snowball fighting.
fighting.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, and I'm thinking, why don't we have this here?
Because we don't have snow in the South.
No,
We need to travel
I
up
meant
north
in
to
the
get some
United
snow.
States, not.
For the same reason that China is like got people in another country training to have teams in every sport for the next Olympics.
Yeah.
So
Because they think the Olympics still matter.
does
Poor
anybody-
stupid China.
I
No
don't-
one
I don't
cares.
tune into sports. I watch.
I like the Winter Olympics.
I watched World Cup when that happens. That's the only sport I care about. Anyway, so
Figure
there's this
skaters.
movie. It's called Elf.
They're getting the Christmas spirit back again, right?
Yes, you're all dressed up for Christmas. Like
I'm
yeah.
wearing my Christmas outfit.
Yes, and I'm
And
wearing
those are
my-
actually cotton candy. So, Darth, if you want to.
Oh, you want me to eat the cotton candy off of his shirt?
Now, I
don't
want to
think I'm
tell
gonna
you,
do
there
that.
is no such thing as the Central Park Rangers.
Yes.
Do not be
I-
afraid.
What?
I love how they're all
My
in
whole life is a
silhouette
lie.
and they're painted as these like dark villainous
Yeah, the
figures.
4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's 4 horsemen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
the
Unlike
Central Park
Andalusians,
Rangers.
they're just such fancy horses.
There might be a Central Park Rangers organization, but I think it's mainly involved in activities that go on in men's rooms. So
Yeah, yeah.
Ew.
might exist.
Wait, is that what you guys were doing when we were
Steamy.
doing Shakespeare in the Park? When you guys would go to the
A
bathroom?
men's room in a
together?
public park? What do you think it's for?
Oh, okay, good to know.
You can also use the bathroom there.
So there's no toilets, and I know that was on your list.
Just holes.
A lot of pillows
Okay.
though. A lot of pillows.
Just glory holes.
But
Glorious holes.
And that, what movie are we watching again? I can't
so
remember.
Will Ferrell brings the Christmas spirit back to everyone in his family.
He does.
His
and
little brother.
And it's a happy ending.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And the little brother goes.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. I opened the door.
I said phrasing.
Oh, you did. Okay. Thank you.
Watching a movie with me, you're guaranteed a happy ending. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell your girlfriend about that.
She might be listening.
She might be. So Will Ferrell.
It's the Necronomicon.
Made with human skin and flesh.
I hate you all. Anyway, it's a wholesome movie, and
Yeah.
it is similar to the Santa Claus with Tim Allen
Allen,
because you actually get physical proof that Santa Claus exists in
Yeah.
this movie. Yes. Unlike a lot of other movies where it's just faith based or whatever. Or every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Like it's not just one little
Santa Claus the movie. Remember that?
Dudley
with
Moore.
Tim Allen, which I
Dudley
just
Moore.
No.
No, Dudley Moore.
Yeah, Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
that
Like Santa Claus colon
little bit
the
different.
movie.
The movie.
a little
Yeah.
bit different. Yes,
Before the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But in this movie, you get physical evidence that Santa Claus exists. First of all, because Michael, Will Ferrell, or Buddy's little brother, is reading from Santa's list, saying, and the reporter. So the whole thing that happens is that Santa's sleigh crashes in Central Park in New York City.
New York.
And so Will Ferrell is the only one who can help fix Santa's sleigh. He goes to help him do it, and then his little brother Michael runs to the reporter who's, seen the sleigh crash, and he convinces everybody that Santa's real, especially the reporter, because he's like, "Oh yeah, she just wishes that her boyfriend would stop dragging his feet and commit already." And she's like, "Holy shit, Santa is real." So
Not a pleasant scene to watch with my girlfriend, I might add.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks,
How long have y'all
movie.
been together?
Thanks.
Thanks, movie.
Trying to watch Elf here.
she didn't get a proposal
exactly, yeah.
for Christmas.
If you love it, put a ring on it.
Thanks, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Thanks, Beyonce.
She didn't come up with that. Bah!
Why did we give him this cane? For
I know,
Christmas?
you guys have made a terrible mistake.
I've made a huge mistake.
Look, Mr. Potter.
Is Christmas almost over yet?
I don't care for Job. But yeah, so Tim Danson's wife is
Ted Danson, for the record.
Ted Danson, damn it.
Thank you.
Tim Allen, Ted Danson,
Yeah.
thank you.
They met when he was on Night Court.
It's Ted Danson. But Santa Claus gets his sleigh fixed. And the whole problem with Santa's sleigh in this movie is that not enough people believe in him anymore. So he's had to get a whole new engine for his sleigh to actually generate enough power to be able to fly.
Here's the thing. I thought the reindeer made it fly.
Yeah, seriously.
I think it depends on the
Yeah.
story.
Plot hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 No.
No,
It's
No, it's
no,
faith.
by
It's just like with Tinkerbell. You have to believe.
Yeah, by this
In order
point, he
for her
had
to
to do a
live.
whole thing with Lockheed Martin to power the sleigh, and he has to drop a couple bombs, when he's flying around.
And that's a pretty powerful engine they
Yeah,
mounted
yeah.
under there.
I tried to do a wholesome movie. Okay, so I'm going to do something that's going to actually interest both of you and distract you from this movie again. Who plays the best Santa Claus?
Kurt Russell.
That's a very good argument. That's
I haven't seen- I know what you're talking about,
That
but
is
I haven't
actually a
seen
I
very
just
good
saw it.
argument.
It's really good.
Okay.
Really good.
See, I'll kind of argue I like Miracle on 34th Street.
Richard Attenborough.
That's,
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
He and Tim Allen are my two favorite Santa Clauses.
I'm going to go with Attenborough. I think Attenborough is probably, but I'm not married to that decision.
He is great.
You're not married to Richard Attenborough?
Let's not discredit the original Santa from Miracle on 34th Street. He was good too.
Yeah.
But Richard Attenborough is really good. Yeah, really good. I'll go with Richard Attenborough and Kurt Russell. Two very different
All
Santas.
right, fine. I like Tim Allen and Richard Attenborough, so we got 2 votes for Richard Attenborough.
What about Bill
Bill
Goldberg?
Richard Attenborough.
Yeah. I mean, Kurt Russell does have the advantage. You think the naughty list people might get shot,
Yeah.
So
What about Bill Goldberg?
I must
though?
need. Do I need to watch this Kurt Russell version? My God!
Christmas Chronicles. It's very good. Yeah.
But Artie Lang was good as Santa Claus.
Artie Lang smelled
Yeah.
like beef and cheese. Yeah, he was really good. Sitting on a throne of
smelled like a
lies.
tequila.
what about Billy Bob Thornton? Is he in this?
Billy
Is
Bob
he in the running
Thornton.
anywhere? Yeah.
He here and yeah.
the Sling Blade Santa.
Who played
There's some potted
Santa?
meat in that.
Who played Santa in the
Water's
Christmas
gold.
Story? I loved him. He was great. Ho ho!
Oddly enough, it was Ed Asner.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I believe it.
He was not credited, but he didn't want the credit.
Aw,
for that.
Andy Richter.
Yeah. So
And Kyle Gass.
Yeah, but
KG.
KG.
I don't think you finished your point either about Zoe
I
Deschanel.
rarely do.
Oh, yeah.
Something
it's the
about her.
alcohol. Alcohol talking now.
I'll finish your point.
Happy New Year.
She's really hot.
She's
No,
great.
I was talking about the Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
doing
right,
all the
the songs.
songs.
Yeah,
Okay.
the songs,
the
and
Winnie the Pooh movie.
they're so pretty. I remember, because
She just has the most
well,
gorgeous
because
voice in the
your
world.
What's her
kids,
husband's name?
She is
Hell if
married
I
to
know.
a new guy now.
No, now
We
I'm
find
sad.
out.
I was hoping that she didn't have a
Because
husband.
she used to be in a band called Him and Her with
She
her
was.
former husband, and
Yep.
She's been married
She
twice.
had an album.
she's been married more than once. That's
So
all
I
I
stand
know.
a chance.
You do.
1 in a million.
There's a chance. Yeah.
Personally,
You mean there's a chance?
His name is
There's a
Jacob
chance.
Pachenik.
All right.
Wait, is that the guy from Supernatural?
She's not married to him anymore either. So
Yes!
she's
She's
single.
single.
Yes!
You bear a chance.
She is
Talk
in
to
some
my
great
wife.
movies like The Happening.
Yeah.
She and him. Sorry, not her and him. That was
Yes
a musical
Man.
group. Yeah, she was in Yes Man. She was in
The Happening.
Because
Yeah,
you said this off camera, Darby, or young Adam, as you preferred to be called. It's
my only name.
What's the other movie that she was blonde in?
I said it. It was The New Guy.
New guy. Yep.
DJ Qualls comedy from 2002.
Well, you know what? She's blonde in this movie. She was auditioning for another movie that specifically required a blonde actress.
Wow.
She dyed her
So
hair.
she dyed her hair.
Well, she looks good with blonde hair because she's like.
She was struggling at that time. She's like, I got to get in this movie. I got to
Yeah.
dye my hair blonde.
And so when she got cast in this and the producers found out, oh, you're actually a brunette, they said, no, you've got to stay blonde. That's what we casted.
Huh.
And they said,
Okay.
yeah.
We thought you were a blonde. We're keeping you
My
as blonde.
director's never done that to me. I've been allowed to be brunette from day one.
I'm more of a David Lynch director. I like the organic, it's...
My directors usually come to me and say, we need an Adam Darby type. So
Mine just looks at me and he goes, "You just go off and do your thing." Like that's all I need. But
Big
we're-
jug of
This is going to,
syrup.
by the way, this cane is going to be great for the next time I direct something.
Oh man.
have you guys already done Jurassic Park?
Again!
Or if someone's
You know what he can do?
If someone's hands on a wooden
Yeah,
thing, you
yeah.
whack their knuckles in.
No, you know what he can do? Too old to be a duckling. Quack quack.
That's
And
right.
walk into his
Oh,
office.
he looks like a hard-boiled egg.
Oh, wow, we're already at the end of the movie.
We are. It's
We
a
are,
short
but,
movie.
but it's okay because they're at the New Year. Zoe Deschanel was actually just singing.
We've
Auld
basically
Lang
done
Syne.
an audio
So-
commentary for this movie.
Yes,
I
we
really
did.
feel like you could just play this in sync with the movie.
you
Probably.
really
It would just match up so beautifully.
But now
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, he's become a celebrity in New York City. He wrote a children's book that his dad published, and that saved the dad's company. So the whole everything comes full circle, and everybody's story gets
Who's
saved.
the elf?
Oh my God! Isn't
Oh,
she so
yeah.
cute in the little pink outfit?
Oh, yeah.
she's just wonderful.
The camera tricks they use in this movie to
yeah.
make people
Oh,
look
yeah.
to make
smaller.
Bob Newhart look tiny.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Forced
So
perspective.
cool.
Which
That's it.
I
It
don't
was
think
forced
you got that
perspective.
joke at the beginning of the show. I
Larry,
said, "This
Daryl,
is
and
my
Daryl."
friend Adam and my other friend Adam." Do you know what that's from?
He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't. You know he
don't.
doesn't.
It's
come
from
on
the
now.
Bob Newhart show, and you
The
guys
show-
will appreciate this because I had two Uncle Daryls. So they both passed
Lord.
since, but my dad.
Did you have another uncle named Larry?
No, but I told my dad. I was
she's
like,
one of the hill people. But proceed.
Larry, Daryl.
just learned what hill people are yesterday.
I
So
know.
whatever. No, but seriously, I told my dad, I was like, "Have you ever introduced yourself and said, 'Hey, my name is Morgan. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl'?" And he
seriously.
was like, "Damn it, no, I haven't. I should have."
How do you pass that one up? You know the that show.
Because that's a running thing on the Bob Newhart show.
yes.
Yes.
He had his
So
own
the-
show.
Bob
and he had
Newhart
two
show.
brothers.
Wait a minute,
They were
wait,
both
wait,
named
wait.
Daryl.
He had two
You're
shows.
kidding, right? Please, God, tell me you're kidding.
I know very little about Bob
Okay.
Newhart.
Bob Newhart had a show where he played a psychiatrist.
Even
in,
I feel
it was in Philadelphia.
the
wasn't
Bob Newhart
it?
show,
In
yeah.
the original one, and then he
Yes.
had the second show,
The second
Newhart.
one was where he
Newhart.
had the bed and breakfast
Yes.
in
like New Hampshire. Or something.
Did
Yeah.
you ever watch
Yeah.
I Dream
But-
of Jeannie?
Yes.
Timothy
Major-
Oliphant was really excited
Major
about
Healy
it.
was,
Did you-
Twin
was
Oaks.
a pilot in his first movie.
Did you ever
Okay.
see the last episode of Newhart?
Yes.
where he woke up.
With Suzanne Plachette.
Yes, and he woke up.
I thought you didn't like last episode.
Well, no. Well, this one's
This
different
one was
because
beautiful.
this one was brilliant.
Yes.
So he has the first series where he's a psychologist. The second series,
Wait,
he
now,
has
hold
the-
on, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
a psychologist,
They're having
and
an
his
old
wife.
off.
His wife is the actress Suzanne Plachette for the whole series.
Okay.
Now we're in Newhart, and I don't remember his wife in that.
I don't
one.
even know. Yeah,
Our
But the
listeners are
last
like, what the fuck?
last episode of the second series he did, he woke up and
he's-
he was the character from the first
He's
series.
like,
Oh, is
I
it like
had
a
this-
Superman
in the
ending?
entire second
Oh,
series,
I
he had
had
been
this
dreaming.
most bizarre dream, you know? And in the original Bob Newhart, she'd be like, "Oh, Bob."
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
she rolled
yes.
over, and it was Suzanne Plachette from
They
the
s-
first series.
It
They
was
stole
so
this gag.
brilliant.
They stole that gag for another show. So Breaking Bad, right? Bryan Cranston.
Yes.
They did a sketch where Bryan Cranston wakes up from a dream and he's playing Hal from Malcolm in the Middle, and Breaking Bad was all a dream in his head.
God, Bryan
Are you
Cranston.
kidding?
No, yeah, look it up.
Oh my
The
God.
wife comes back.
I will.
And it's all Breaking Bad was a dream from Hal from Malcolm in the Middle.
Holy
God.
shit.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They stole that. That's where the
Bob
gag came
Newhart.
from.
Of course
Yeah,
they
that's
stole
totally
it.
a Bob Newhart.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Bob Newhart was one of the funniest.
See, when you hang out with old
funniest
people,
human
you learn
beings.
things.
Yes. We're the elders. We are the keepers of old comedy. I know bits from the Three Stooges.
And now he has a cane.
Yes.
What on God's green
What
earth
were
have we
you
done?
two thinking?
What have we done? Damn it. So
I'm going to go outside and promptly get
yes,
struck by
darling.
No, I was
lightning.
just gonna say even before Bob Newhart had his show, he had these.
He was a stand-up in and of his-
comic
yeah.
that was very
Carol Burnett.
very
Yeah,
well
he
known.
did a lot of
Very
work
well
with
known.
Carol
They even
Burnett.
refer to it on Mrs. Maisel because
Well, yeah, the husband stole Bob Newhart's act.
Yep.
In The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
And
to watch
she
that
defends her husband thinking, oh, well, Bob Newhart must have been at the club or something, and like he stole your act, Joel. Like that, and she's so pissed off. And he's like, no, I took his act. And I'm like, yeah, you definitely stole it from Bob Newhart.
It was before the internet. You could steal
Yeah,
other people's
yeah.
acts.
It's true, and
get
not
away
everybody
with
knew
it.
about it.
Hashtag
That's right.
Carlos Mencia. Yeah.
I was about to say, I was so close to saying that.
There we go.
Damn.
Yeah. For those of you at home, just do a YouTube search for Joe Rogan
Go on the
talking
internet.
about Carlos Mencia.
Oh man.
Go on the internet.
And it's before the Joe Rogan show. It's just literally stand-up comedian Joe Rogan and sharing his thoughts on Carlos Mencia.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
Dennis Leary stole Bill Hicks' almost complete act.
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Dan
Oh,
Cook
man.
stole Louis C.K.
Oh, Dane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dane was he was a pariah
So-
after that.
Anyhow, there
Oh,
was a movie.
Is Christmas over?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I
Now that you've gotten your gift, yes, Christmas is over.
can I suggest
Oh my God,
Christmas
he's gonna be
movie
sleeping with
ideas
that.
Yes.
for the future?
Yes.
Lethal Weapon.
We already
And
did Lethal Weapon.
oh, you did do. Oh shit.
Why do you think I always talk about dying between Mel Gibson's thighs? Like,
Oh well, duh.
Betwixt.
What about Die Hard 2?
there you go.
Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie.
That is
also.
true. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Only the first two Die Hards.
With
but yeah.
more
Kinda
nudity.
accurate.
More nudity.
Yeah, you get
Isn't
Mi-
Lethal
Mi-
Weapon
Michael
2
Ironside's
also a
naked.
Christmas movie
Lethal
as
Weapon
well?
1.
No,
Not
Lethal
Michael
Weapon.
Ironside.
Okay, just-
William Sadler.
Williams. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Ironside,
Is-
a pound of flesh. But
Lethal Weapon 2? No, I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
No,
maybe
no,
I'm just-
only the
It's-
first
it's,
one.
It's a summer movie.
Mandela effect, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there was a movie that Darth Jader picked, and we sort of mentioned it vaguely. It's called Elf.
the Will Ferrell movie, right?
Yeah, Mr. Brown dressed up. Speaking of dressing up, merchandise, Hindsight.
Oh yeah, look.
Merch.
Hindsight.show. Darth Jader.
Jader.
Do not go to hindsight.sex
No, that's different.
unless you've paid for it.
You will see a lot of me. A lot of me.
Oh my! More than you really
know
want
what?
to see.
You know what? In 3 days, hindsight will be 2020. By
That's
the way,
true.
So I want you all to know
that's
that.
True.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
And it is horrifying.
Oh yeah.
It will be
Hey-o.
horrifying in 2020.
And
Now
he
let
wins.
Yowza.
us discuss my plans for you all.
Oh no! We'll do that, and then we'll go out to Seinfeld
Yes.
on Elf because
Because-
some of us in the room are young enough to go out to
That's
Seinfeld
true.
on this movie.
Because
Go
the
ahead.
month of January, my birthday is in the month of January, so I have decreed that it is my month.
It is his month.
And
Well,
I have-
February's mine in that case.
Yes, and I
then
had to
you get
watch. I had to watch Christmas movies. So in
You only had
retribution,
to watch 4.
which is 4 too many.
You selected one of them.
He's
My
not a
God.
fan
Anyway,
of Christmas,
whatever.
folks.
No.
Oh, you're
So-
dead inside.
So
He's a
I have
Krampus.
decided to pick a series of 4 movies, each movie more challenging than the previous
Oh,
movie.
Jesus Christ.
Bring it on.
The
Angel, help me.
there's
Ayúdame, por favor.
Clarence.
there is no angel that can save you. There is no angel that can save you from Yarodowski's The Holy Mountain. Now, we are going to be doing more than The Holy Mountain. We're going to be doing, in January, we're going to be doing 4 movies. I have 3 of them picked. Haven't picked the 4th one yet, but it's going to be building up to The Holy Mountain. And for those of you who have seen it, you know. you know exactly what I mean. If you've ever wanted to see frogs explode.
I have. I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
We will be having guests on, including young Adam. He'll be
Yes.
joining us again because the challenge, Hindsighters, is that the boys and I are going to try to make each other cry. I've got my ammo, and I'm locked and ready to go. So
Challenge accepted.
It's going to be
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
We don't know what
and-
Mr.
and
Brown
the-
is going to do. If Shivers is any indication, Darth might just go ahead and hide under the table for the entirety of whatever episode.
Shivers was the movie that initiated you into this world of
Yes.
movies.
No,
yes,
Death
yes.
Race 2000.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right.
That was
You're
his
right.
first episode.
No, okay.
See, he
Death
knows
Race
my
2000 was your
pick 'em.
first? I feel like that episode just came out. That's crazy.
And we've got another Sylvester Stallone
Yes.
pick coming.
Well, we're gonna be doing two canon film, two
it,
Golden
Darby.
Globus canon film
good.
classics, if you can call them that.
Golden Globe.
I don't know
Yes.
that you would, but
we're gonna be doing Cobra and Alien from L.A.
we're also going to. I don't know what because we
No
get a
one
full
has.
month of picks each. So two of mine at the very least are Brave Little Toaster and All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Damn you!
You
Damn you!
are. It's on.
I think I was the only 90s kid here, so I can
Hey. Oh, that's true.
vouch in
I
on
mean,
those.
I grew up in the '90s. I think that's fair. But
I
whatever.
remember the '90s.
I
remember the 90s.
Mostly.
I was there, Mary.
Mary.
So we are
remember it.
we're gonna be spending the first 3 months of 2021 torturing
Ruining
each
your
other.
life.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to lose all of our listeners in those 3 months.
No, Angel loves his Darth Jader, so he'll stick around.
So we will let you know though the fourth movie because I'm gonna take some time.
Should we rotate or should we get an entire month? We'll
You know
figure
what?
it out
That's
as
a
we
good
go.
idea. We can talk about that.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was a movie. It was called Elf.
Five.
And,
Five. I'm giving it a 5.
okay.
I'm done.
Fair. Well, I think that's fair for both of you, unless I'm mistaken with you, Mr. Brown.
What's that?
Alf to Seinfeld for
I'll
Elf.
give it a 6. I did enjoy it a little bit more the second time because I knew more about the various actors. I had no idea who Zooey Deschanel was until the
Zooey
second
Deschanel.
time.
Oh,
And,
am I talking to some non-elf fans here? Oh, wow.
I'm an Elf fan now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that's why I
He
gave
just
it.
like
That's why I
he
gave it a
likes it
6
'cause I picked
Yes.
it. That's
And
It's
I'm a
no,
little-
it's no Jingle All the Way.
I mean, yeah, of course, what is?
It's
What
not.
is?
It is so not Jingle.
Man.
No,
What is?
Jingle All the Way.
It's
Better
turbo
movie.
time. Can't top it.
Oh, okay. One last thing before you do your Alf to Seinfeld.
Sure.
I need you in an Arnold voice to say Will Ferrell's catchphrase: "The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear." That's
Hey there. The best way to spread cheer. What is it?
spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loud for all to hear.
I swear to God.
It's like Arnold sitting in a room with me.
Are you glad I had him do that though? Oh my god. Oh, okay.
I feel like James Lipton inside the actor's studio.
Yeah.
What's
you
your
know?
favorite curse word?
Ray Liotta says you smelled like cheese. Explain.
You did say that somebody smelled like taquitos, like cheese and beans or something.
Taquitos.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Mary. Anyway, so what is your Alf to Seinfeld, Darby? No. Would you like me to go first?
This is a
while
very
you compose
serious
yourself?
thing.
Oh, man.
It's scientific.
I'll give my brief little review on this movie. So, because I actually grew up like for the right demographic for this movie.
Oh,
So
just hold your cane and be old. Don't worry.
I was 11 years old when this movie came out in 2003. So I watched it like once or twice when I was a kid, but I liked it at the time. But then I watched it about 5 or 6 years ago at a Christmas party, and every year ever since I've watched Elf. I love it more every time I watch it. Just because it's my girlfriend's favorite Christmas movie, I have to watch it every year. And you know, I feel like this movie was sort of tailor-made for Will Ferrell because it was back when Will Ferrell was sort of in his prime, back when he was doing Elf and Anchorman and SNL, back when Will Ferrell was really actually funny. So
You look like a blueberry.
And it is a timeless Christmas classic.
It has
Everyone can enjoy it.
It really, I think it's one of the best like fish out of water tales there is. I think it holds up really well. It's
That's
really
a good way of
funny.
putting it. I don't really think about it that way. Oh, was that Mel Gibson?
I think it.
Yes, it was.
I think it holds up really well. In terms of stars, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5.
No, not stars.
No,
Alf
in terms of
Seinfeld.
In terms of Alf to Seinfeld, oh man.
Get your
You
shit
said you
together.
liked it better every time you saw it, so that means a higher rating.
If I like it every time
He's a
I saw,
professional at this
and I
game.
saw it when I was 11, when I was actually I was the only child who saw the movie. So
Nice.
I'll go with we'll give it a solid 8 on the Alf to Seinfeld.
There you go. I like that.
I like that too.
He's making a bold choice.
Yeah.
Now, it will go a little higher for me as well, young Adam, because I didn't understand the simple jokes. They were more adult jokes, but they weren't complex. Where I couldn't understand them, I just didn't appreciate them when I was younger. When this movie came out, so I love the fact that he goes into the coffee shop and he's like, "Best cup of coffee." Good for you guys!
Congratulations.
And he just takes it at face value and freaks out, and it's just so wholesome and simple.
Yeah.
And I didn't appreciate that for what it was when I first saw this movie in 2003. I'm not going to say how old I was in 2003, but yeah, I really appreciated the fact that Will Ferrell could really get that toddler level of simplicity and just wholesomeness and happiness, and the fact that Santa had to explain certain things to him, like don't eat gum
And sex.
in the city, don't
Where
pull-
babies come from.
yeah. Well, I wasn't going to go there, but
Well,
Santa had to explain to Buddy, he was like, it's not free candy. Don't just pull gum off the railings when you see it. Like, just little things that I missed when I first watched it. So I'm going to go 7.5 on this one.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah,
close.
I really like this
Respectable.
movie.
That's
Well,
good.
so that averages out to.
I don't know.
You and I are pretty close.
6.28.
Yeah,
The
that's
ultimate-
it.
I
That
believe
sounds
that's.
good.
I did the math.
Yes.
Now, is this the only quote unquote Christmas classic that has come out after 2000?
Ooh.
Yes.
I think it has. Yeah.
Well, unless, because I haven't seen the Kurt Russell
Krampus-
thing, so.
Christmas Chronicles is very good,
okay.
but it's too new to be a classic.
Yeah, I actually think that probably in 20 years, people are going to watch the Krampus.
Oh yeah, Krampus.
Which we already
Because
covered.
It's gonna be a cult movie
It
for
is
sure.
going to be a cult movie. 'cause
Another Adam.
It was
Adam
a
Scott.
Yeah, it was a solid,
Scott.
solid movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very
was
good.
it what? Unless I'm mistaken, wasn't Adam Scott the unlikely hero?
Yes,
He was.
because a shepherd looks after his flock.
Oh yeah.
And on that
You need a
bombshell,
lobotomy. I'll get a saw. Anyway, yeah. On that note,
wait, what did you just say?
I said it on the Krampus because you don't listen to our episodes.
Oh no, I thought you said I'll just get us something.
No,
Never mind. Anyway,
you need a lobotomy. I'll get a saw. Adam Scott said that to Leslie Knope's mom. You ruined it. Anyway, so Hindsighters, we appreciate you for tuning in to our very last Christmas episode for the season. And young Adam or Darby, however you're known, in your neck of the woods.
self-identify.
Exactly.
Touche.
Get a doctor's note and then we'll respect it. We appreciate you joining us.
Of course.
He actually asked to be on tonight, guys. He wanted to hang out with us
I
because
missed you guys over the holidays.
we're the cool kids.
Well, we need to have you back more often.
Yes, we do.
Yes, absolutely.
We're all.
I'm always
in
down.
cahoots
Yeah,
about
always
it.
down.
And
So-
the Arnold thing never gets old.
No, it
I can
really
listen
doesn't.
to it.
It really,
all
really
night.
doesn't.
Okay, maybe that's how we should end the episode. So I got him to say, what do you guys want him to say in the Arnold voice before we sign off? Anyone?
I want you to recite the name who signed this right here.
David Carradine.
It's the legendary David Carradine
I'm sorry. That's awesome.
What you got, Jason?
It's really awesome.
I can't follow that.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
fair
I
enough.
cannot follow that.
And I already got
Yeah.
him to say several things. So
Yes.
in that case, I'll just leave that for Mr. Brown, and you won. Well done. You won the
all good.
episode. So, Hindsighters, we appreciate you tuning in for our very last Christmas episode. We always
Well, we
appreciate-
might do one this year, like next year. It's not our last
For
Christmas
2020.
episode.
I mean, for 20, we're putting 2020 in the rear view of the Dodge
well,
Challenger.
no,
That's what we're doing.
I know when you
Please.
say it's our last Christmas episode, it's sort of like the old lady who says, "It's my last Christmas."
like Billy Zane
Last
saying,
Christmas.
God himself could not sink this ship. Yeah. So,
No.
okay, we won't do
We're
that.
putting 2020 in the rear.
Got
view
it.
mirror.
Yes,
Right in the rear, the way I like it.
because it put
Anyway.
it put it in our rear for a whole year.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Being
Okay.
the only
And on that
girl is so
bombshell.
very challenging sometimes on this damn show. So I'm going to go ahead and sign us off. Thank you for joining us for your drive time, your listening time, your Christmas time, your New Year's Eve time, your Jason laughing while Darth talks time. This has been Darth, Adam, Jason, the other Adam. This is Hindsight, and good night.